Let me ask you something. When something happens in life, how do we usually interpret it? If the outcome is good, we say that was a right move. If the outcome is bad, we say that was a mistake. But this way of thinking assumes something that is rarely true. It assumes the world works with certainty. In reality, many situations, especially in financial market and in life, operate under probabilities. And understanding probability thinking can completely change the way we interpret events. Let me explain with a simple example from trading. A trader studies the market and notices something interesting. Historically, when a particular pattern appears on the chart, the market tends to move upward. More often than it moves downward. Not always, just more often. So when the pattern appears, again the trader expects the market is more likely to move up. But more likely does not mean guaranteed. Sometimes the market will still move down. Now imagine that the trader takes the trade and the price falls. Someone watching might say, your analysis was wrong. But the conclusion misunderstands how probabilities work. Probability thinking accepts something very important. Even when the odds are in your favor, the unfavorable outcome can still occur. The idea is common in trading. A strategy may work 60% of the time. That means 40% of the time it still produces losses. These losses are not necessarily mistakes. They are simply part of how probability unfolds. And interestingly, probability thinking is just as usual in everyday life. Consider something simple like exercising regularly. We all know that regular exercise improves health. But exercise does not guarantee that the person will not fall sick. Two people may follow similar healthy habits, and one may face health issues while the other does not. This does not mean healthy habits are ineffective. It simply means that health outcomes are influenced by many variables. Exercise increases the probability of better health. It does not eliminate uncertainty. This is what probability thinking teaches us. Instead of expecting certainty, we begin to think in terms of likelihoods. Many areas of life operates this way. Education increases the probability of better opportunities. Savings money increases probability of financial stability. Healthy habits increases the probability of longevity. But none of this guarantees specific outcome. The challenge is that our mind prefers certainty. We want clear answers. We want to know exactly what will happen. But when we accept that the world operates through probabilities, something interesting happens. We become less surprised by unexpected outcomes. We also become less emotional about short-term fluctuations. This mindset is particularly important in trading because markets are constantly influenced by new information, unexpected events, and the action of millions of participants. No trader can control these forces, but traders who understand probability thinking stop trying to predict the future with certainty. Instead, they look for the situations where the odds are slightly in their favor, and over time, those small probabilistic advantages begin to accumulate. But probability thinking is not just a tool for traders. It is a useful way of understanding life itself. Many events in life do not follow a simple cause and effect relationship. They unfold within a range of probabilities. And when we start seeing the world through probabilities rather than certainty, our thinking becomes more realistic and less reactive because we begin to understand something fundamental. Life and markets are not systems of certainty, they are systems of probability. And people who learn to think in probabilities tend to navigate uncertainty with greater clarity and patience because they understand that outcomes may vary, but probability still guide the long-term direction.